Boxing Club, and for today's Tip Tuesday, we're going to talk to you about the importance of warming up, as well as show you some of the drills we do here at our club. So stay tuned and we will show you a great warm-up for your boxing workout. It's really important to warm up because it gets your body ready for exercise. A lot of people think they can just run into the gym and warm-ups don't matter, and they just get right into their workout cold, and it's really not ideal mentally or physically to not warm up. You will get a much better workout if you prep your body and your mind for the activity that you're about to do. Okay, so here at Knockout, we start with jump rope. So we do about 3 to 5 minutes of jump rope just to get the body temperature up, get a little bit of a sweat going. So if you don't like jumping rope or don't have space to jump rope, you can do things like body weight squats, high knees, jumping jacks, just kind of do a little jog for 3 to 5 minutes. Again, just to get the body temperature up before you do your mobility exercises. So after we jump rope, we bring it to the floor to do some mobility drills. We borrow a lot of our mobility drills from a lot of strength and conditioning coaches are out there, so we didn't come up with these. These are not original to Knockout. Some of the ones we're going to show you today are by John DeFranco, and they're called the Agile 8. So in that, he does some foam rolling. We're not going to do that today. We're just going to go into the mobility exercises. So the first one that we do is called a roll back to V-sit. This is going to warm you up. It's going to create some more mobility through your spine and your hamstrings. So how this is performed is you're going to get in a seated position and you're going to roll your body back until your feet reach overhead. Everybody's going to be different here. Some people can get their toes all the way behind their head and some people can't. So as you roll up, you're going to put your feet and legs in a V-sit position and reach down towards your toes. So this is what it looks like. You're going to roll back, bring yourself all the way up, and reach down towards your toes. Again, bring the legs together, roll back as far as you can, roll back up, and reach down towards your toes. Okay, so after we do the roll back to V-sit, the next thing we do is hip circles. This is going to open up the hip as well as warm up the glutes. In boxing, we do a lot of things with our legs, rotation, ducking, and it's really important to have those hips warmed up to perform those movements effectively. So what you're going to do is you're going to get on all fours, knees down, right underneath the hips and hands right underneath the shoulders. You're going to try to keep your back as flat as you can. Because you're going to be on one knee, you're going to lean a little bit, but you want to keep your hips as square as possible. So with a bent knee, you're going to draw a big circle in the air with the knee. Opening up that hip, using the glute to draw this circle. So what we do is we'll do 10 on the right in one direction and then 10 on the left. Once you do that, you're going to reverse the motion. You're going to do 10 in the opposite direction on each side. Then again, that will warm up your hips and activate your glutes and get you ready for your body rotation that you need for your punches as well as your ducking. So our next one, we call them Spiderman Mountain Climbers. Most of our students do not like this exercise. So this part of the warm-up, you're going to get your heart rate going a little bit more. The purpose of the Spiderman Mountain Climber is kind of open up the inner thigh, get some mobility going through the hips again. So what you're going to do is you're going to take a plank position, and then you're going to do a mountain climber with the foot outside of the hand. It's really important here to make sure that that foot is all the way down. You don't want to go onto the ball of the foot here. So what you're going to do with one leg back, one foot outside of the hand, you're going to switch to the opposite side. And you're going to do this 10 times on each side, switching and bringing the opposite foot to the outside of the hand. Now, depending on your flexibility and your mobility in your hips, this may be a bit difficult. So what you can do to kind of scale this back a little bit is make this move separately, more like stepping versus hopping. So you can take your time getting that foot into position on the outside of the hand. And that is just as effective as doing it with that hopping motion. So again, that's going to open up the hips, start getting the legs warmed up for your punching. The last mobility exercise or active mobility exercise we do is called Froggies. Well, that's what we call them. And people do not like this one usually either. It's a little bit uncomfortable, it gets the heart rate pumping a little bit, similar to the Spiderman Mountain Climbers. So we're going to start off in that plank position. And we are going to jump both feet outside of the hands, again flat-footed, and then hop back into that plank. So again, this is getting the heart rate up, warming up the hips, warming up the core, as you have to stay in that plank position, warming up the inner thighs and creating some more mobility in the lower half of your body. Again, remember, boxing is not just about the upper body, it's a whole body workout. So it is really important to get the whole body mobile and warmed up. So the last thing that we do is a static stretch for the hip flexor. So what you're going to do is take a half kneeling position. You want to squeeze the glute of the leg that is down and kind of tuck that tailbone under and lunge slightly forward, keeping the weight on the full foot. You don't want of the front foot. You don't want to go to the ball of the foot. Keep that heel down. Then you take the same arm of the leg that's down and bring that overhead and slightly reach overhead. And you'll feel your body stretching through the hip flexor and all up the side of your body. So what that looks like from the side. So again, half kneeling. Tuck the tailbone, squeeze the glute, lunge forward just a little bit and bring that arm up and over and reach. Hold that for about 20 to 30 seconds on each side. I would do 1 or 2 sets on each side. And again, that will lengthen out the hip flexor and get you ready for your ducking and your punches. Okay, so those are just some of the warm-up drills we do here at our club. Remember, warming up is very important for the effectiveness and the safety of your workout. So try integrating some of those into your workout routine, and hopefully those will help you have a better workout. Also check the links below, because we will link to some other videos on the internet that have some more detailed description of the drills that we did, as well as some others that you can try. So we hope that was helpful. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and have an awesome workout.